I've said it before and I'll say it again. I would watch Ewan McGregor just fart in a bucket for the entire runtime of Obi-Wan and I'd still watch it. But this one is episode 4 was pretty meh. Just just meh. Unpopular opinion number 1, and there would probably be maybe a couple more. Um yeah, I actually like Moses Ingram's performance. I like the character of Riva. I want to know more about Riva. The fact that people keep saying all these bad things, I don't see it. Other than you're not supposed to really like her, like as a character. But I'm interested in the character. I want to know more about the character. So seeing the interrogation scene, I actually really liked it. There are some really cool scenes in this episode, and I don't want to go into detail. There's plenty of spoiler reviews out there if you want to watch those. But for me, there's the scenes in the darkness were kind of cool. There's a hallway scene that's pretty cool to watch. Although there's a shot with a pose that I felt was weirdly unnecessary. I don't know. It was strange to stop and do that. But other than that, I thought it was pretty cool. There are many sequences throughout this show that make me think of Jedi Fallen Order. Um, I don't know. I feel like some of the ideas were like directly lifted from that game, which is strange for a big time, you know, studio TV show. It's interesting. Now here's my, I guess, second unpopular opinion. But it's a big one. And again, this is not really spoiler territory. This is more of like just in general. And this has been eating at me ever since episode 2, and I didn't really understand why. And I'm talking about episode 2 of Obi-Wan, not episode 2 Attack of the Clones. Anyway, there's just not enough lore in this show. And for a show called Obi-Wan Kenobi, there's not a lot of Obi-Wan Kenobi in there. I mean, there's granted, if you've seen any of the episodes, you know what I'm talking about. There is a lot of room for him trying to deal with what is going on. All of these things that we've seen in the previous movies, from episode 3 to episode 4. What is he going through mentally? How does he look at the empire, the rebellion, all of those things? We don't get to see any of that because we're literally going from one scene to the next. There's so much plot that the characters haven't really had any time to be characters, to be actual people. In which case, why did we go through the trouble of getting Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen and all these other actors in this show when it could have just been an animated series? Because there's no character thing. It's frustrating. I was trying to think about why are these decisions being made? And I guess to a certain extent you could say that this period of Star Wars is one of the most dense when it comes to the lore, right? There's already lore presented here. We already know about the rebellion in Rogue One. We know about uh, the the series Rebels. There's all of that being done. Of course, Episode 3 and Episode 4. There's this gap here. Rogue One, of course. Then we've got the upcoming Andor series. So it's like there may not be a whole lot of room for lore building. Building out the world of the galaxy in this time period because it's so dense. The problem is there's plenty you can do with Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen. And I don't feel that so far, I haven't seen either one of them be able to do what I felt like I was promised, which is let's get into these characters. Let's explore these characters. And we haven't been able to do that yet. And that is like, what? Why? Again, just one problem after another. There's never time to sit and kind of deal with things. There's no time for characters to sit and have a conversation. It's just not happening. I mean, I keep thinking about episode 6, right? Return of the Jedi. Luke turns himself over to Vader, and they sit there and have a conversation on that walkway, right? Between, I guess, the elevator and the AT-AT, right? They're sitting there having a conversation, and it's pretty lengthy. They cover a lot of ground. And you would think for a television show where you have more time than a movie that you would take some of that time to have conversations like that. And when it comes to runtime, I mean, I've seen a lot of people kind of complaining that this was one of the shortest episodes of the season so far. I always say that a good story is a good story no matter how long it is. I felt that, with Stranger Things, the longer runtime of each episode actually felt like it dragged. Like it was kind of like, okay, let's get on with things. Here, it felt like it was cut down on purpose. There are conversations that happen, one in particular, which, again, if you've seen the episode, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but I'm not giving anything away. Hey, I really think you should help us. No, I don't want to. No, you really should. Okay. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that happens. A character just changed his mind like so quickly, and it was like what did we miss here? There's also some really look, there's some shoddy effects going on. Like TV level effects rather than, movie level effects, stuff that I would look at and say that has no business being here. Like it looked like in one part a ship is landing, and it looks like it was literally just like drawn in and then like stretched to make it look like it fit into the space that it was landing, and that was it. And it was like, what a strange shot. And then there's another shot in this same episode where I was like, okay, that looked really good. That looked really awesome. It's frustrating how inconsistent that the show is. Now, I've explained before on many other reviews I've done where I feel like an episode of a TV show, a movie, whatever, it's like a three-legged table. One leg is character, one leg is plot, one leg is the technical aspect, right? The way that things look, the music, the sound, all of those things. Here, we've got a lot of plot. You've got this really long plot leg, and then your character leg is like this short, and it's like threatening to topple over. But then on top of that, you've got the technical stuff where look, there's not a whole lot of score here. It seems very, very quiet. The sound effects look great. It looks fine, but it's technically like, again, there are fight scenes in this episode where I was like, why was that the decision? Yeah, you've got to get this character from here to here, but why is this like all this awkward slap? What's going on here? So I'll just say, yeah, I'm a little worried. We've got 2 episodes left. I don't feel like the series is progressing in a way that makes me feel like we're gonna get anything out of it. Like I feel like at the end of it, it may be one of those things where we go, yeah, all of that stuff happened, but it never makes you want to go back and watch it. I want to go back and watch the Star Wars movies because there are things in it that mean something. It's not just, hey, this character went from this place to this place to this place to this place, and things happened. No, you get to learn more about the characters. There's theme involved, right? There's things, we don't have that here. So, am I being harsh? I mean, I feel like a lot of this may be unpopular opinion. Some people might be thinking, Rob, you lighten up, it's just a TV show. But no, you spent all this money to get Ewan McGregor back and Hayden Christensen back and to tell this story. And I feel like there's a lot of missed opportunities here. So yeah, let me know what you're thinking down below. Let's talk about it. Of course, spoilers are going to be allowed in the comment section. I didn't want to really go into it, during the video, but hey, let's talk. Let's chat. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.